Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. How is everybody? Can you guys hear me okay? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to minimally read chat because there's a lot here I want to go through regarding, I guess, the state of Kaspa mining. And I want to preface this whole stream here, or this, it should have been a video. I should have done a video here, but I wanted to express my opinion here regarding buying or pre-ordering the new ASICs that are out these days. There was just an announcement of a KS0 Ultra, also a KS5M, and also I guess the KS5 Pro, which has been announced and dropped down in price, but that won't come until like another 3 or 4 months from now. And I just feel that I don't think I've ever said this before. Okay, again, prefacing that I believe Caspa is gonna do great. Okay, I think Caspa is it's been a wild ride when it comes to Kaspa mining, and so I think when it comes to though investing in it, in terms of the project, I think sure it probably might do well, but in terms of mining now, okay, in terms of buying an ASIC, I think this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna say this ever in crypto mining history. Okay, I'm gonna have to say buying the coin is going to be better at this point than buying a Kaspa ASIC. This is the first time I'm actually saying that. This is the first time I'm saying it, and I'm gonna go through a bunch of reasons why. Okay, we're gonna see month to month the percentage increase of the Kaspa network hash rate, which has considerably climbed over this past week or two. Okay, this is going to coincide my reasoning of buying the coin instead of buying the ASIC. Okay, this time it's a lot more prevalent this time, and the yield has been getting cut in half more and more month by month. Not cut in half, but it's getting worse and worse, like considerably. And the yield of a lot of these big boy ASIC miners, KS5, KS5L, KS Max, whatever, KS5 Pro that's gonna be coming, it's gonna be terrible. Okay, and it's gonna go in line also with the Kaspa emission schedule, which everyone knows is insanely aggressive. And if we do the calculation here, it should be about 5.6% drop. So right now we are in May. Okay, the next block reward reduction is in June 6th, 2024. So that drop, well, month to month, all right, generally, okay, if we just do a minus here, 103.8261, okay, so 6.17, we're gonna divide that by 110, okay, times 100. Okay, this is a 5.6% decrease of the block reward every month. Okay, every single month there's the static 5.6% Kaspa emissions drop every month. Okay, that's always there. But to coincide with that, there's also been I'm gonna say 10, 15, 20, sometimes I think recently we had like a 40% jump here, but that also is going to go with the calculation of the increase, not only with the Kaspa emission schedule going 5.6%, but the hash rate difficulty increase of about 20% month to month. So the idea here of mining and versus buying, I'm going to have to say we're going to do some fun calculations here. Okay, I'm gonna have to say spending 13, 16, 17, however much these thousands of dollars worth of ASIC miners now for Kaspa mining, I feel like is not going to be a good idea, because ultimately I think over the next course of the year, maybe 2 years, you're not going to hit that same yield that you were versus buying the coin. And this is the first time, this is the first time I am saying this on the channel, and it's like blasphemy. It disgusts me. I am a crypto miner, but for the sake of people spending 5 digits on ASIC miners, I have to say this is, I'm gonna put my foot down at this point. I think it's better to buy the coin at this point in time versus buying an ASIC miner. Okay, so let me go through a bunch of stuff here in depth, okay, in the next 45 minutes here. Okay, again, prefacing that I believe Caspa will eventually do good, will go up. Okay, I am trying to explain here the idea of mining versus buying the coin. Okay, that's the only difference here. I personally still believe it, but I believe that you are, at this point in time, I feel like you will probably make more buying the coin at this point in time versus trying to spend $13, $15, $16, $17,000 on an ASIC miner that you're not going to get until another 3 or 4 months. And by that time, the yield that you're going to be mining with like a KS5 Pro, it's going to be next to nothing. All right, that's what I'm trying to get at here. I'm not trying to, like, you know, say Caspa's going to go down or anything. I'm just comparing here versus buying an ASIC at this point in time versus buying the coin. That is the only thing I am trying to get at here. Okay, I just wanted to preface with all that. Right now, okay, the bullish things that are coming up with Caspa, I should explain this before I go into the negative part of buying the ASIC miner, is that Caspa is going through the migration right now of Rust, okay, which is supposedly for the next implementation of layer 2 smart contracts for Caspa. That is the ultimate thing here coming up. And so right now looks like Caspa May 15th looks like they passed the 50% threshold of the Golang nodes, now being less than the Rust nodes. Rust nodes now, we're at May 24th, right? It's now 56% Rust nodes. Okay, so everyone is slowly transitioning over to the Rust implementation. Now looking at, okay, everyone smash the like. I see 163 people here, 44 likes. Smash the like if you believe buying an ASIC, a Kaspa ASIC right now is a good idea or a bad idea. You know what? I'm gonna put a poll at the same time. At the same time, do you think buying a Kaspa ASIC is a good idea? No. Yes. No. Bad idea. Good idea. I support the network by mining. All right, I'm gonna put that option there. All right, I put a poll. I'm gonna have this on throughout the rest of the. I'm gonna have this on for the rest of the stream here for the next 50 minutes. Okay, so all right, so the Kaspa transactions right now. Hawk, thank you for the 16 months, bro. I love you, bro. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. Okay, so real-time transactions for Kaspa right now. I was looking at this because there were a lot of reports saying right now that in terms of the transactions for Kaspa, people were not utilizing the network, and so that because it's a very fast network right now, I mean, transacting on Kaspa, the fact that it's because it's so fast, the transactions go through instantaneously. So right now the adoption in terms of how much transactions are happening per hour on average is right about, looks like 2 to 5,000 transactions per hour in the last, roughly, I'm just guessed average, on average 2.83, 3.84 transactions. You know, this is people sending out transacting on the Kaspa network. This is not including like I guess the blocks or anything like that. This is just mainly transactions. So is it a busy network? I don't know. You can say it is. Depends on a lot of things, but I think generally having a couple thousand transactions per hour is pretty decent. Is pretty decent. Okay. Anyways, okay, now, okay, all right. With all that aside, okay, whether or not Kaspa is going to go on a tier 1 exchange, you know, all these milestones, you know, if we're on the brink of the bull run here, if Bitcoin's going to go to new all-time highs, altcoin season is coming, I'm all for it. All right. Just prefacing with that, I'm all for it. I'm all for the idea of that for Kaspa, as well as the people who have invested into Kaspa ASICs over the past year. I'm all for it. I have a KS3M, $9,000 KS3M. Again, I'm giving it away once we hit $9,000 break even. We're almost there. I got this started mining January 8th. We will be giving away this KS3M when I hit that $9,000 bag worth. I'm mining and holding all the Kaspa that this has mined. I'm going to turn down the music here. I want you guys to focus here. All right. So I'm going to be mining and holding all this Kaspa until we hit the $9,000 mark. All right. We're about 1/3 of the way there. At the current price of Kaspa right now, which is 13 cents, we are almost there, bros. And when we hit that $9,000 worth of this bag, I'm giving away a KS3M. All right. So I've already made a video about this explaining my thought process. Of course, if Kaspa goes to $1, this bag that I have here is essentially worth $45,000. I am still on the belief that one day that will happen. Is that going to happen this next run up here? I don't know. I hope so. I hope so. But, you know, if that happens, I'm all for it. If it doesn't, then, you know, this test that I'm doing, you know, mining and holding for Kaspa, this is what it's all about. This is what I'm doing this whole test for. Okay. All right. Now, so let's talk about the ASICs now. All right. So the idea of all these new Kaspa miners that have been coming out. Okay. We already talked about now. Okay. The KS0 Ultra that has been announced, and also the KS5M. Now, there are, okay, I love Crypto Miner Bros. They are a heavy sponsor of the channel. I love them to death. But the KS0 Ultra 400 gigahash, they're selling it now for $13.49. Okay. June 15th to 30th batch. Okay, so that's a good month away. Probably a month and a half away. All right. Now, they also have the KS5M announcement. All right. June 15th to 30th batch. Okay. Pretty big, hefty amount here. $17,000 price tag. Now, looking at the dollar per gigahash on the KS0 Ultra for that price, that is 3 times more than the, in terms of how much gigahash you're getting versus the price here. Okay, so if you go here, okay, obviously GPUs are not good anymore. FPGAs, it doesn't make sense. Let's see, KS0 Ultra. Okay, here it's, in terms of all the other ASICs, the KS0 Ultra, in terms of its price, $1,300 is not, okay, I repeat, is not a good buy. Okay, at that price, I would not recommend that. But we're not even, I'm not even getting to the part where I'm, you know, I'm totally trying to say here. Okay, so I said it in the beginning already that I believe at this point in time, buying Kaspa is better than buying the miner at this point in time. Now, I've never said it before on this channel, and I'm putting my foot down. I'm putting my foot down in this regard. Okay, so looking at the efficiency though of these units. Okay, so right now, okay, a lot of these resellers, Ice River, Bitmain, everyone, you know, selling these ASICs right now, it's the reason why they're doing it is because it's hot. Okay, Kaspa Mining is extremely hot right now in terms of profitability, or you're mining Cedra or Bugna or whatever profitable coin on these ASICs. But over month to month, over the past couple months, the hash rate has been going up. I would say 10, 15, 20% month to month. And along with the Kaspa emission schedule, which is a 5.6% decrease happening every single month, the yield is getting worse and worse. Okay, so going back to here for the resellers that are selling these, in my opinion, you know, it's like you want to be the ones to sell the shovels in a gold rush. So this is exactly like that analogy of, you know, selling your tools, selling these shovels in a gold rush. This is what's happening right now with Kaspa Mining. All right, they're selling these for absorbent amounts of money, and they're profiting from it. And the ones that are going to be left holding the bag, pun intended, like I am with a KS3M, is going to be us. For those that have just a home residential miner, spending these amounts of money is insane. This is life-changing money for people like me, you guys, home miners. I'm gonna have to say the shift in, like, for Kaspa Mining now is now becoming a big boy game. Kaspa Mining is now heading in towards the point where a lot of big players out there have already invested millions of dollars into Kaspa Mining. Look, just go to kaspa-pool.org. You can see some of these people have, look at this. This guy has all KS5 Pros. Look at this. This guy has 46 of them. 46. I mean, if this guy bought $30,000 on average KS5s, this guy spent over $1 million on 46 KS5s. Like, look at this, man. This is big boy game mining now. Big boy industrial ASIC mining now. And I'm going to also compare that to, okay, so with like comparing it to Bitcoin mining, these ASIC models, you can see over the course of the year, okay, I'm just talking about efficiency here. The efficiency gain from like an S9 to like an S17 was a 2x gain, okay, like roughly like 83 watt per hash or joules per terahash to 45. This was a 2x. This was a 2x gain. But as time went on, as the years went on, as we kept going here, all right, like Bitmain S19J Pros were like, you know, 96 terahashes, you know, 30 terahash. Everyone was like, oh yeah, 30 terahash, man, this is great. You know, these are extremely efficient. But as time went on, you can see the incremental efficiency gain on the models as time went on. Okay, so we got S19J Pro 104 terahash models, Micro BT, M50, M60Ss. They were getting 26 to 25 watt per terahash here. Hydro models, S19J Pro Plus models. You can see here the incremental increase from the S19 Pro that first came out initially from 30 or 29 joules per terahash to 25 was not a really big jump. It was a very incremental jump. But comparing it to how much the Bitcoin network hash rate was, you know, there's a diminishing return here. Okay, so what I mean by that is, you know, there is the law of diminishing return. So basically, when something is profiting or benefiting from something, it will basically be proportionally smaller gain as time goes on. As the price and the network hash rate climbs considerably, you can see that these models incrementally were being phased out in terms of profitability, because the competition and the efficiency of all these models went lower and lower as time, oops, I screwed up my thing here. As time went on, was going lower and lower. Okay, so as more and more money, and essentially, I guess, energy in this case for Bitcoin mining that is being invested, it was getting proportionally smaller. The gain was getting smaller and smaller for Bitcoin miners in terms of profitability and essentially yield as well, because halving and all that, the Bitcoin halving and all that kind of stuff was proportionally getting smaller and smaller as time goes on. But you can see here with Bitcoin mining, the incremental efficiency gain here is very small. Like we're going from 24 joules per terahash, 24 watt per hash, going down to 22 S19K Pros, efficiency S19Js, XP1, thank you, bro. You can see here, and now we're heading into the Bitmain T21, S21 series, 18, 19 joules per terahash. You guys can see the efficiency gain here over the course of the past couple of years, incremental gains here. But, the profitability wise, these are making like $8, $10 a day as of currently. Looking at the profitability of Bitcoin mining, you can see the proportional gains here. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of these ASIC models now are being phased out proportionally due to their efficiency against currently the law of like diminishing returns here against Bitcoin. So this is now, I'm going to translate this into Cadena. Caspa. Let's not get it. Let's not get into the Cadena argument. Oh my God, I'm going to choke. I choked on my past experience here of losing out on Cadena here. All right.
XP1 donated.
Let's not talk about Cadena, but let's talk about Caspa. Okay.
Good morning,
Caspa
guys.
here. Okay, this is what I'm trying to get at. So with a lot of these Kaspa miners, the efficiency gain now. Okay, so we're going from Bitcoin. I talked about the efficiency gains, really incremental efficiency gain here. I'd say efficiency here, the Bitmain or the ASIC manufacturer efficiency manipulation. Okay, manipulation. All right, that might cause some stir in the market, a stir in the manufacturers here. But now looking at Caspa, okay, look at the efficiencies from when the first KS0s, when Ice River first came out. Their gain here in efficiency was at 0.8 watt per hash. Okay, we're not even gonna talk about the FPGAs, which were 24 to 56 joules or watt per hash. And then GPUs, obviously we all know GPUs are obviously not efficient anymore for mining Caspa, but you can see the incredible jump, right? This is not like S9 to an S19J, right? This is like 2-3x here from a GPU like a 4090 or 3070 to a Ice River KS1 is 100 to 108, about 108x gain, 108x efficiency gain. Okay, so looking now for the efficiency of these miners going down here. PTSD much? Shakester, you are banned. You are banned. Yes, PTSD from Cadena. Okay, I'm lost my train of thought now. Okay, so the efficiency gains as we go along here over the past year. Okay, 0.8 for KS0 or KS1. 0.65 KS0. As time went on here, KS0 Pros, right? This came out maybe another 6 months later, right? This was a 0.5. So the increase here from a KS0 to a KS5 Pro was not even as really a decent jump, but in terms of ASICs, this is a pretty big jump, I think, between ASIC miners. Now, here we are today. Okay, we got the Bitmain KS5 Pro. From a KS0 Pro or from an Ice River KS3, or Bitmain KS3 even, these were 0.4 watt per hash or joules per terahash. So now here we are. And by the way, there was some announcement of a Dragon Ball miner, KS6. I saw this on Crypto Miner Bros. I've never heard of, I like the name Dragon Ball because of Dragon Ball Z, but I don't buy that. Okay, 10,449 KS6. This looks like an IB link, but anyways, the efficiency gain here. Okay, as time goes on, I think because the network hash rate is considerably climbing, and Now with Bitmain and the KS5 Pros going to be launching in August, okay, according to I mean, just looking at August batch, a lot of resellers, a lot of companies now, a lot of ASIC resellers are going to be selling these between 11 to 13,000 for August batch, which is 3 months away, 4 months away. Okay, so now here's where I'm going to get into the jaw dropping effect that Kaspa Mining has been over the course of the year. So we're just gonna do some fun panda math here. All right, so let's just start, let's just start in January. January 1st, the network hash rate for Caspa was 134 petahash. So let's go to February. So I'm gonna do 134 petahash. Okay, let's go now to February 1st, 161 petahash. So we're gonna minus that out, 161 petahash. So that's a 27 petahash increase. So 27 divided by February 1st divided by 161 times 100. That is a 16.7% increase of hash rate between January and February 1st. Now let's keep going. Okay, so keep that in the back of your mind. 16.7%. All right, so let's go 100 and let's go February 1st. Okay, 161 minus let's go March 1st, 172. That's 11 petahash. So what's 11 divided by 172? Oh, 172. That is a 6.3% increase in hash rate between February and March 1st, including the, okay, I can't forget the emission schedule drops 5.6% every month. You cannot forget this. Okay, so your yield essentially is going down 10.6 11.3 that month. Okay, in terms of the increase here in hash rate. Okay, I'm just putting that out there. So now let's go to March 1st. So 172 to March, April. Let's go to April. 208 petahash. Oh, minus 208. This is a 36 petahash increase. So 36 divided by 208. This is a 17.3% increase in hash rate. Okay, including the emission schedule, which is another 5.6, so plus 5.6. So that is a massive decrease in your yield. Okay, so that's a good 20% there. So let's keep going. Okay, April, here we are, April 1st, 208. Okay, April 1st, 208 minus April. What's the next month? April, May 1st, 227 petahash. That is 19 petahash increase. Okay, so 19 divided by I have short-term memory, 227. That is an 8.3% increase in hash rate between April and May. So now here we are today. We are in May now. Okay, let's go May 1st. 227 minus, oh, we are at 298. We just jumped up 71 freaking petahash. 71 divided by 298. That, my friends, we are at a 23.8% increase in hash rate over the past 25 days in this month of May. %. So let's go here. All right, I wanted to show you guys this before we do an actual calculation here of a KS3. So a $35,000 Bitmain KS3 as of March 2nd, which was like 2 months ago. Okay, we could have bought 205 205,000 Caspa at that time, I believe. Yeah, 205,000 Caspa. So at that time, it was yielding 1,302 Caspa a day. But now, after 2 months later, a KS3 is yielding 311 Caspa a day. So if I put a 25% decrease here month to month over the next third month here, this month to month, a 25% decrease, including the emissions schedule month to month, this is not what it's at now. This has been more every single month. It's been really bad, actually. So here, now let's put this in now. A KS3 is making 311 yield a day right now. 311. So as we know, there is, okay, we're gonna coincide this with the KS5M and the KS0 Ultra, which was just announced. This batch is coming out next month. I do not know how much of the network hash rate is going to climb. Okay, we don't know how many of these they're going to manufacture. But here, if this is Ice River or Bitmain with their KS5 Pros, testing these, if this is the insane 70, 80 petahash that just climbed over the course of the past week, if they're pre-mining with these, then okay, sure, right? But if they're waiting for another month to ship these out, and if there's going to be more of these being manufactured and shipping out to customers, we got IB Link now, we got Gold Shell, we got this Dragon Ball miner company now, we got Ice River, all these companies now. And if we've been seeing on average about, I'm going to say 15% to 20% increase in network hash rate month to month, right? I mean, you guys, it's no lie. You guys can do the math, look at the network hash rate and see that it's been climbing month to month. And that means if we do an example here of let's not do a KS3. Let's do someone who is going to buy an actual, let's say a KS5L. Okay, I think this is in stock now. So someone spent 14,339 Caspa, $39. Let's put this in. Okay, so 14. This is going to be a KS5L. Okay, as of May 25th. Okay, let's buy $14,339 of Caspa right now. All right, how much is that worth? That is worth, check out these. You would, oh, that's okay. There we go. All right, we would get 107,000 Caspa. All right, let's go here. All right, so this would be buying it at Caspa's right now, what, 13 cents? Okay, so what is the yield of a KS5L right now? What is the yield of a KS5L right now? Yielding 397 Caspa a day. All right, so let's put that in. 397 Caspa a day. Okay, so this calculation here. All right, so with this 5.6% is just the Caspa emission schedule drop month to month. Every month, Caspa's emissions, the block reward drops every month 5.6%. Okay, everyone knows that. That's not new news. This has been the inception of Kaspa mining. Everyone knows this, and we're in the third chromatic year phase. All right, the end of Kaspa mining essentially ends 2037. Okay, January, February, March, April 7th, 2037. That is the last time for Kaspa mining. But you can see what we talked about before, diminishing returns here. Look at every blocks per second, every second. Okay, this is not per block, this is per second. 1 Caspa per second. Look at this. By the time we're not even like, we're in very, very small amounts here of Caspa over the next year. Next year, we're going to be, for people that have KS0s, we're going to be earning what, Bitcoin miners are earning now. Very, very small amounts of Bitcoin. 0.0000004 of a Bitcoin, like Satoshis. What's the Caspa? By the time we hit the next year, we're going to be earning, for all this hash rate that's on Caspa right now, we're going to be yielding 0.00000 of a, what's a Satoshi of Caspa? Has anyone made that meme or the verb for that? What's the a Sompi? That's what they're calling it. What the hell? A Sompi? Really? Sompi. Okay, interesting. Okay. Anyways, the hash rate continues to climb month to month, 20%. So let's do the fun theoretical calculation here. Let's add on. So not only we're going to add on 5.6%, which is the emissions block every month, right? Decrease. We're going to add on let's just say a modest 17%. So what's 5.6% plus, let's just say on average over the past 5 months is 17%. So this is going to be a 22.6% decrease here. So the yield is going to be much less month to month here. Okay. How many, so this is where this is why I'm saying buying, this is at this point in time, I'm saying buying Caspa instead of the miner is a better investment. At this point in time, timing currently, if we're on the brink of the bull run here, if Bitcoin's gonna, moon or something in this next 7 months or 8 months, I don't know, 2025, this is where I'm gonna get into right now. If we are expecting 17% on average month to month network hash rate rise here, how much Caspa, how many months would it take to earn this 107,000 Caspa back versus buying it versus buying a miner? Okay, let's just do some fun math here. We're gonna sum this here. So month 14, this is a year and 2 months away. We theoretically, with a 22.6% decrease month to month, we theoretically may have only mined 51,239 Caspa over the next 14 days. Granted, I'm not saying the network hash rate is not going to go up 17% every single month, but it has been happening on average over the past year. Okay. If this continues, the ASIC manufacturers selling their shovels in a gold rush here. This is what's happening. Okay. So how many months until we get the 107,000 Caspa back versus buying it versus buying an ASIC miner? Yeah, it's looking pretty dire here. Let's say let's go to month 24. All right. I think I had that in there. Month 22, 2 years from now, 2 freaking years from now, are we going to yield that $14,000 back? No, 52,000 Caspa, in theory, 52,000 Caspa over the course of the next 24 months. In the next 2 years, you look at the emission schedule, it's in the single digit yield per second. Okay, like this is, sorry, yeah, hold on, we're in the 3rd year right now, so 4th and 5th year, if we climb another 100% in network hash rate over the course of this year, which could be a possibility, it could be the yield that you're mining with these things is not going to make it. All right. So what I'm just trying to prove here now, and this is the first time I'm saying this, and I'm trying to protect people here, because spending this amount of money, I think at this point in time, in my humble opinion, I think buying the Caspa is a better investment than buying an ASIC at this point in time, because of these price points of these ASIC miners are way too much. I know, okay, what I talked about earlier in the stream regarding Caspa is now a big boy game. Okay, I have to say, Caspa now is a big boy game. You know, people have spent millions of dollars buying these ASIC miners. It's now a big boy game. Okay, people that have industrial, electric, you know, the infrastructure, the environment to mine with these ASICs. People have spent millions of dollars on this. And so the typical home miner, though, what I'm trying to save here for those that are home miners now, in my opinion, I think we're at this point now of diminishing returns that Kaspa Mining, as it's been gaining so much in hash rate, the miners itself, proportionally, we are getting smaller and smaller gains as more and more of these miners are coming online. And so the yield is going to be the biggest factor here. The yield has been the most is the most ever-changing factor here for those that are thinking of, you know, are you initially going to get your investment back? And this is the first time I'm saying it because of the aggressive emission schedule of Caspa. I think at this point in time, I think it is better to buy the coin than mining it, because you are never going to get your initial yield of the mining the coin back versus buying the coin at this point in time. I just want to protect people, home miners. Okay, I know there is value of people who are running this as a business. I'm not going to discredit that. I wholeheartedly believe in depreciating the hardware on your business. You're profiting off these miners, but again, the profiting part of it is also diminishing as time goes on here. You know, you're not going to be making, you know, a KS3 used to be making a couple $100 a day. You know, a couple months ago, now it's $41 a day. It's getting lower and lower and lower. At the next 3 months, this KS3 is probably going to be, I'm going to say $10 a day. This KS3, Bitmain KS3 you bought a couple months ago, in the next 3 or 4 months, when those KS5 Pros come on, the August batch, Bitmain, I don't know how many of these KS5 Pro Bitmain is going to create, but it's going to be possibly in the thousands. Okay, 21 terahash. All right, 21 terahash is 0.021 of a petahash. So we put that in here times, let's say 1,000 units. That would be another 21 petahash. 21 petahash. So is it not too far-fetched that Bitmain could make 1,000 of these units for August? 21 petahash doesn't seem like a lot, to be honest, but they could make thousands of them. They could make more. Okay, Bitmain's not privy to not making a couple thousand batches of these ASIC miners as time goes on. We got Gold Shell, we got Ice River, we got Ivy Link, we got Dragon Ball Z miner here. We got the Dragon Ball. I just saw this today. This is an awesome name. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to talk about. All right, and now I have to go. My wife has an appointment. All right, I'm gonna end this poll. Okay. All right. 61% of you said bad idea. 25% of you says good idea. I support the network by mining. 13%. Again, I believe Caspa will do well. I'm not saying Caspa itself is going to go down. I am just going on towards the factor of buying an ASIC right now versus buying the coin. I believe you will never ever yield the same amount versus if you were to buy the same amount of Caspa at this point in time, especially if you're thinking of making potential money. Okay, Caspa right now, if we are on the brink of the bull run here, precipice of the bull run this year, it would be the investment idea here, and not financial advice, in my opinion, is going to be buying the coin. And I have never ever said that on this channel. This is my opinion. Please don't do this is not financial advice. I am just going towards what we have been seeing here in the incredible rise in the network hash rate for Caspa, as well as the aggressive Caspa emission schedule that the yield, okay, this is what I'm trying to compare, the yield is going to be way less than what you are seeing today. Okay, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think here for the next 5 minutes. Let me read your guys' comments. Let's see here. What do you guys what do you guys say? Okay. Damn, look at the slope of the hash rate graph, Max. Lately, my coin yields have been dropping 2 coins a day. There's a lot of reasons someone would mine directly instead of buying from a sex. Darth Liberty, sure. You cannot, you cannot, sure, that's great. But in terms of the yield, you will never get it back versus mining at this point in time. At this point in time. Don't mind me mining. See you, bro. Don't mind me mining. What did you say before? I did see you say something. And did I miss super chat? I missed the super chat, didn't I? XP1, XP1, bro, XP1. Add the cost of electricity. Yeah. I didn't add that. Yeah, I didn't add that. I did not add that. Yeah, that's even worse. It's even worse. Don't mind me mining. RedPandaMining, your eye opener gave me give up on Kaspa mining and sell all my Kaspa ASICs now. You know what? I legit thought about selling my Kaspa ASICs yesterday. I actually thought about doing it because I feel like I can just now use that money and just buy the coin if I believe Kaspa is going to go up in this bull run. I don't know if you're being sarcastic at that point, but I was actually thinking about it. Like the big boy miners, I was thinking of selling it. Okay. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thank you all for the stream. I hope that was maybe a little bit, I don't know, eye-opening for some people or not. I just wanted to go through all these new miners that have been releasing KS5 Pro, all these batch KS0 Ultra, KS5M. Don't do it. In my opinion, don't do it. That's just my opinion. If you support Caspa, you love these miners, you're not going to mine the same yield back. That is just my opinion. If you guys let me know in the comments, if you watch this after the fact, let me know what you guys think. Okay. Again, Mick Fryan says, I'm never going to buy any coins, only mine. Don't need the CRA involved. Wow. Mick Fryan. Oh, Mick Fryan. Oh, man. I'm with you. Mick Fryan, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you on that regard. But in terms of Kaspa mining, just in regards to Kaspa mining only, this is all I'm talking about for Kaspa mining only, how aggressive it is, how much hash rate's been climbing. I just don't think buying Kaspa miners now is a good idea. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm talking about within Kaspa only. Okay, that's the only. I'm not talking about Bitcoin. I'm not talking about Ethereum. I'm not talking about Litecoin, Ethereum Classic mining, Cadena. Don't even get into Cadena mining. I'm just talking about Kaspa mining. Okay, that's. I just wanted to put that out there in case anyone's thinking like, oh, Red Panda is getting out of mining. No, I'm specifically talking about investing into Kaspa mining. All right, peace out, guys. Don't mind me mining. I listed my Kaspa ASICs for sale a few weeks ago. Oh, okay, don't mind me. Nice. Okay, so you're not being sarcastic. All right, sounds good. I'm gonna do. Who wants to buy my miners? All right, I'll see you all in the next video. You guys have a great day. Peace out, bros. Peace out, everyone. I appreciate all of you guys. Please hit the like on the way out if you liked whatever I did. If not, hit the dislike if you like Kaspa. All right, peace out. Peace out, bros. Peace out. Peace out. Appreciate you all.